Good morning, my dear friends. Today we are going through the lesson Outcomes of Democracy. Now, what does the lesson mean? Outcomes of democracy. Meaning, what I would like to say is, what are the results of having a democratic form of government? Or I should say, what are the advantages or disadvantages of having a democratic form of government? See, these are the outcomes or the results. Promotes equality among the citizens. I don't have to explain to you, meaning it promotes equality. Single vote, single, every person has a single vote and each vote has a equal value, and that is political equality. Enhances the dignity of the individual. Rights are given to every person in the country and no one has the right to take away the rights of other citizens. Quality of decision making. See, a single person ruling the country, meaning he can make mistakes. A democratic form of government, there is no room for mistakes because many people are involved in the decision making. Provides a method to resolve conflicts in a peaceful way. Bring the people who are opposing the government to the discussion table so that instead of hostilities we can come to the negotiation table and discuss in a peaceful manner. Allows room. See, after all, the people in the in the government or the representatives are not machines. They are human beings and they can also make mistakes, and a democracy allows room to make mistakes and correct them also. Even if mistakes have occurred, if wrong laws have been passed, then the government allows them to correct those mistakes or withdraw the laws, correct the laws. So a democratic form of government as of today is one of the best forms of government. Yes, there are disadvantages, but then see, a democratic government is accountable. You can question a government. An elected government, you can question about the laws that may have been passed, and it has to be responsive. If you are questioned, the government, the representatives cannot say, no, we are not going to respond. They have to respond. And then see, already a law has been passed, right to information. You can demand information of the working of the government. And legitimate meaning you yourself have elected the people to power and they have gone through general elections which have been described in the constitution of the country. So it has become a legitimate government. Okay, now this, yes, in a democratic form of government, if you look at the picture, the haves, meaning those who have the money, are only a few. The middle class, they are the ones who really pay taxes for the country. And then the have-nots, the poor. So if you look at the picture, the rich are only a few, the middle class is maximum, the poor, they are more than the middle class. And see, most of the wealth of the country is concentrated with the few, the natural resources and all. But then the democratic form of government allows growth and development for everybody. Laws are framed, administrative reforms are given, help is given for growth, for the growth of any economic growth and development of individuals and all that. Only thing is we have to be aware of it and make a use of it. It is not that we sit back and expect the government to come to our homes and give us the reforms. We have to keep a check where the government has given the reforms, utilize it for our benefit, because when we are benefited, when we are going towards economic growth in the right way, then the country also moves in the right way. Economic growth of the country is looked into. Reduction of inequality and poverty. Yes, poverty, See, in a democratic government, you will say, ma'am, most of the people are poor and all. Yes, that is cribbing. Yes, that is true. But then when the reforms are same for everybody, why not utilize the reforms? It is in a democratic form of government we see that inequality and poverty is reduced. Room for or opportunity is there to reduce. See, a poor person, there are schools which give free education to the poor. And it is the duty of the poor to go to those schools and educate yourself and rise above, be an educated or a lettered person. Banks are encouraged to give loans to the people who are interested in forming their own startups. And reforms are there. Only thing is we have to go and utilize those reforms or utilize the opportunities that have been given by the government. So reduction of poverty, yes. Accommodation of social diversity. It is necessary to know that the democracy is not simple but ruled by majority opinion. The majority always needs to work with the minority so that the government may function to represent the general view. See, it is not always that the majority community or the majority party always thinks we are the rulers and forget the minorities. It is with the help of the minorities only then a country can move forward. It is also necessary that rule by majority does not become a rule by majority community in terms of religion, race or linguistic group, etc. Rule of majority meaning majority number of people supporting a political party or the government. It does not mean that any particular religion is ruling the country, and especially in India there is no official religion at all. It enhances the dignity and freedom of the citizens. See, one vote, one value. See, political equality is there. We have been given the right to education, right to freedom to practice our religion, justice for all. All this has been given so that we practice our religion, we educate ourselves, we are free to choose our the path for economic upliftment and all that. Nothing has stopped us. We only have to take the opportunity. Second thing is dignity of women. Laws have been formed by which and security has been given by which a woman can feel safe. Her property rights also are kept safe by the government. No one can get away with disinheriting her from her rightful place in the property matters. Equal education, free education for the women, so that the parents do not feel the burden and not allow the girls for studying. Equal opportunities have been given for women in all the spheres of life so that she too becomes independent and has a foothold and has a firm foothold in the democracy of the country.